Hello. For this week's technology tool, we were looking at different screencasting tools, and the one that I decided to use was Screencastomatic. It was extremely easy to use. There were lots of very good tutorials, and I really enjoyed working with it. Our assignment this week was to create a presentation that we would explain to an audience. So the goal of my presentation is to explain the 7 kingdoms of biology, give an example of each, and group them into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Alright, so let's get started. The 7 kingdoms of biology are as follows. You have Animalia, Plantai, Fungi, Chromista, Protista, Eubacteria, and Archaebacteria. And we'll go into depth on each one with just a little bit here. First one here, Animalia. Just as it sounds, Animalia sounds like animals. So this goes into the category of animals. For example, here I have a dog. Also cats. Any animal that you can really think of, including humans, would be classified under this kingdom. Next up, we have Plantai. Again, very straightforward. Plantai, any type of plant that you can think of, which includes flowers, ferns, trees, maple trees, oak trees. Any type of plant you can think of would be under this category. Third, we have fungi. A very great example of fungi would be mushrooms, as I have here. And be careful, some mushrooms you can eat, some you can't, because they're poisonous to humans. Now we have Chromista. These are usually single cellular organisms. Sometimes they can be grouped together. Great example of this would be golden algae or algae in general, which I have an example of right here that some of you find in the ocean, some you find in lakes and rivers and streams and whatnot. Then you have Protista, another single cellular organism, and a great example of that would be amoeba. This is a amoeba that you can find in the ocean, kind of looks like a jellyfish, but keep in mind this is being looked at under a microscope. Next we have eubacteria. Now look at eubacteria, EU, first 2 letters there come from the Greek word for that EU is true, so this is true bacteria. These are single cellular organisms or bacteria, and the big example that I have here is E. coli. Again, this is found in human feces, and if ingested can be extremely harmful to humans, which is why it's very important to wash your hands after going to the bathroom, especially before handling food. And the last one here is Archaebacteria. Archae, again, meaning archaeological or old bacteria. So this is an example of an old bacteria here, again, single cellular. So what are the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic kingdoms? So eukaryotic, they have a true nucleus. Their DNA is true and it's rod-shaped in chromosomes. They have a membrane-bound organelles and a membrane-bound nucleus, and they are usually larger than prokaryotic cells. Again, prokaryotic is singular, so that's what would make sense that eukaryotics are larger. Prokaryotic characteristics. They're single-cellular organisms. They lack membrane-bound nucleus, and they lack membrane-bound structures. What does this mean? Organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi complex, and things of that nature. So based off of that information, I will also help you. There are, out of the 7 kingdoms, 5 of them are eukaryotic, and 2 of them are prokaryotic. So I guess off the bat, you guys could guess that Animalia, Plantai, and Fungi are eukaryotic. So you have those 3 here. Animalia, Plantai. There we go. Fungi. Well, as you can see, the other 2 I just showed you, Chromista and Protista. These are the 5: Animalia, Plantai, Chromista, Protista, and Fungi. As I mentioned earlier, Chromista and Protista, those cells can be grouped together. So that leaves just 2 more in the prokaryotic kingdoms classifications, which are eubacteria and archaebacteria. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. This was meant for students, and it would be a great way to, again, not have to use PowerPoint presentation, but I was able to use this on a document WordPad, and it was very simple to use. To avoid copyright laws, all of the pictures were found on free websites that were found in the public domain, so all these pictures are not copyrighted, but they were allowed to be used for free. Thank you very much.